Inspiration is something you get when you find out where your talent lies. Nothing that crossed my way inspired me like filmmaking. I started spending my spare time writing mini stories and writing my imagination on paper. Afterwards, I would watch varieties of movies behind the scenes to see how the crew is positioned on taking shots, such as what the director is doing, listening to that director on how they made it possible. Because I was born and raised in a Southern hospitality, I found myself relating to a Southern movies more than movies about the city life. Yeah, I have my picks, such as The Barbershop, The Best Man, The Woods, Love and Basketball, and Beyond the Lights. But I also found myself liking action movies like Fast and the Furious, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Hunger Games, and many more. Needless to say, it started in high school. I spent majority of my spare time writing, even in class when I'm supposed to be paying attention. Writing my imaginations on paper, creating a new story, or trying to finish up a story I started. Writing brought me peace. It breaks me away from reality. Sad to say, I chose to write stories over hanging with friends. When it came to putting my writing into action, things didn't go as I always planned. I would beg my parents to buy me a camera, and eventually they did. My first camera. To be honest, I thought I could change the world with this camera. I was ready to start filming. A silly girl with no equipment who gathered up a lot of people for them to rehearse, but nothing to film but a normal camera that wasn't all that. The passion that I have for film drove me to some crazy moments that put me at a dead end. Nevertheless, that didn't stop me from dreaming and writing more stories that came to my head. I want to be that filmmaker who give another person a voice of their own story and create a solution for problems around them, along with being that type of filmmaker to express art, such as poetry and music videos. 3 film genres that mainly catch my attention is comedy, fantasy, and action. I chose these 3 because, for one, I love to see people in love, to create a movie that shows love still exists even through the tough times. Comedy because I'm a goofy person. So instead of creating a film serious all the time, why not create something full of laughter as well? Action, due to the fact I'd rather see something out of the ordinary, non-existent, instead of the usual. When I look back on where I started, when I first found my passion in writing, I knew being a filmmaker was my talent. If I could take in everything I know and everything I'm soon to learn, I'll be good as I picture myself. Sometimes I get doubts because what I vision don't always come out the way I shoot things. But I know that at times what I shoot comes out better than when I visioned it. Life is better when you verbalize your dream. Believing that my vision could inspire somebody one day, yeah, it would be all worth sharing.